right, warriors. Gather around. Stop what you're doing. Let's do this breathing exercise. Let's put it behind us. Put your coffee down. Look at me. That lipstick can wait. Alright, look. We're going to do this breathing exercise as a loop interrupter, man. I don't need you carrying over yesterday's issues or yesterday's issues. Leave it there. Do what you can now in the present. Change is inevitable. So you're either going to surrender or you're going to glorify and honor this intelligence that you had to pull your own head out of your ass and champion yourself. This loop interrupter so that you can experience what it feels like and how a warrior operates under duress. Because this is exactly how he brings his calm, his own peace, into chaos. See, you don't squander your energy entertaining foolishness. The only way a narcissist can ever win in the battlefront is for you to dumb down and play peekaboo with their ass. And I'm going to remind you with a gut punch. Every now and again you need to be reminded to stay in your lane, and what that means. That means stop suffering from FOMO. From acting like you missing out on fun when all they doing is playing with a fucking box to snatch your toy, your yum-yum. And they want to devastate you because they know you experience shame. They've seen it in you. They've triggered it. They know your PIN number. Reverse narcology applied properly, you also know theirs. You see, what they don't want you to be reminded of is the fact that you dumbed down. Which now means when you recognize this, you elevate to your natural space, which they now wouldn't make a pimple on your ass. Not to elevate your ego, blow air up your own ass. Boy, I didn't want to picture that. But they have a problem with that. And for many of them, their karma's knowing. All they had to do is keep the legs closed and play right. Because they were along for the ride this long. They're pissed because they got caught. Not because of any other reason. And it's why they have a backup plan. It's not you. It's definitely them. Let's take a badass walk. Let's do this breathing exercise. 5 seconds. 5 Mississippis, yo. We're going to hold it in and then release slowly. And then shake that shit off. Come on. Release slowly. Right. Shake it off. Shake it off. All right. It's getting more colder. Dang it, man. Ooh, I got chills. For real. Check this out. Have y'all ever noticed when you watch a movie in a mixed crowd? When you watch a movie, you have a group that sides with a villain, and you have a group that sides with a victim. What I want you to pay closer attention to is the one that sides with the villain, but is paying more attention to you watching it as you defend the victim. That's the dangerous one. See, you've picked up on small signs like that, and you figured folks are just different. You know what I'm saying? They always pick the Joker over Batman. But no. What you fail to give yourself credit for is you have been observing as a warrior, but you are absorbing. Now you need to stop absorbing that and pay attention to what the lesson is. Because this is what's going to help you thrive in chaos. You understand? Otherwise, your world will always be surrounded by chaos. A victim mentality. And that's why I don't call y'all victims or survivors. You might be a wounded warrior, but damn it, is eventually what a good coach expects your ass to do is get in the fucking line. Hold the line. You got to do your part. A phalanx is only as strong as its weakest link. If your ass doesn't need to be in the front line, hold the back. Nourish each other. Mend each other's wounds. But understand, you're going to be expected to act on the knowledge. You can't unsee and unknow now what you know. And this is what I mean by some folks have seen the devil himself. Demons, minions. Evil incarnate. Right there, hiding in plain sight. Denying yourself the truth. And once you've seen that, you relate to it on a different level. It doesn't have to be the ooh-ooh spirituality thing. What I'm saying is, even as a knucklehead that don't believe in nothing, fine. You walk in your truth, and if like me, seeing is believing, I seen enough. I seen enough. I know. I don't believe. I know. I know what I've seen. I know what I've been able to witness for my own eyes. To understand, even logically, that there are those that just have the propensity to be special, if you know what I'm saying. Look, when I was growing up, we had to play outside. And when you have to play outside, we got to get to know you as a kid. Real quick, we knew who the troublemakers were, who the get you in trouble if you tag along with them, but they were fun, but you had to know when to back off. You always knew in the back of your mind, that one there ain't gonna make it. Most of them didn't make it to the 18th birthday. That was something ridiculous. Just a crazy story, but a story, no doubt. But see, they called each other out, or they called themselves out in society when you had to go outside and be a part of society. You had to get out there and survive. We had crazy games like yard darts. Really? You see kids just snuffed each other out like that. Or we create our own games. You see, a lot of people, we couldn't understand why football was considered to be such a rough sport when we played it without football pads on the street. Warriors, truth be known, nature had its own way of culling out ignorant. We've taken that all away. We've allowed a generation to believe that everyone gets a trophy, and when they get thrown out into society, it's a rude awakening. And with the desperation and the amount of entitlement that society has now fed these young minds, there's going to be a hyper sense of vigilance needed for each and every one of you. Because they're going to play on your heartstrings. They're going to try and shame you into being empathetic. And I need you to see it, or identify it immediately, and respond and not react. That's what that breathing exercise is for. Understand something. They knew exactly what they did to you. It's why they paid so much attention to try and hide it. And it's why they got away with it for so long. I give credit where credit's due. You finally got done with it. You got tired of being a punching bag. And no, you're not ever going to trust your love like that again. Ever. And now you know it comes with a responsibility. A responsibility to yourself, having this knowledge to now know how to proofread a resume. Know how not to ignore the obvious. How to pay attention to what people say and do. And know how to articulate your no to mean no. Not no. No. No, it needs to mean exactly no. Warriors, y'all done an outstanding job. But don't allow narcissists to steal your silly. Allow your own mind to control your silly. You can activate your silly, actually, and I do it all the time, and it calls out the narcissist so much quicker because they can't stand for someone to be that happy and in control of their happy. And this is what I mean. When you activate your silly, knowing when and where to be silly. It's not a sign of weakness, it's a sign of strength. But to also know that there's places of peace and an environment where you're able to be yourself genuinely, authentically. Because look, I'm gonna be honest with you. I'll laugh at a fart. Oh, dang it, man. I don't care if it's a baby. Look, I'll fucking lose it, man. I'm not lying. Or let somebody fall in front of me. Let some... Oh, damn it. I once had an ex jumped out of my Z71 truck. And we were in front of a Blockbuster. I know what y'all thinking. What's a Blockbuster? You're just going to have to Google it. Back in the day, it was like the shit. On Fridays, right? Go to the Blockbuster. This woman was knocked up, had to go to the Blockbuster. I drive her there in four-wheel drive because it was ice, snow on the road. She opens that door, and all the employees were at the window looking. And this woman jumped out, and all of a sudden she just started sliding like slow motion down because her shoes hit the ice. And she was going up underneath the truck, fighting every bit of the way. And it just looked like slow motion. Slow. I was fucking losing it. Oh my God, was that not a show? But look, the thing of it is, don't lose that sense of silly. Because when the shoe is on the other foot, narcissists will lose it. And if you ignored those signs, it's more funny or bestest when the joke's on you. You notice with the narcissist? In fact, they want you to tell that story in front of everybody. You know what I'm talking about? The most shameful of stories they want to bring up in mixed company. But when the shoe's on the other foot, they don't take it so well. It's not a ha-ha funny, let's talk about your story, you tell it better. In fact, it's quite the opposite, wasn't it? You see, by activating your silly warriors, narcissists will be triggered to want to poke holes even in the beginning of a relationship. And you can pick up on these red flags, another golden nugget for you to pay attention to and see how attractive your silly is throughout a date. Not stupid silly. I'm talking genuine. Like if somebody falls in front of you. Look, don't fall in front of me, y'all. Oh my God. I'm fucking lose it. I will. I'll lose it. But look, pay attention to the decisions these young people are making, because there comes a time and an age where there's an expectation. It's not forgivable anymore to be called a young adult, naive. I was young and dumb. No. See, there comes a time where now you've experienced enough years living, and if you haven't started applying, then you get what you see. Don't add to it, don't take away. Because the only one that suffers is you. They're going to be who they're going to be. And FOMO will get the best of you. Don't let pretty privilege get y'all's asses by the boo-boo. All of a sudden you become a little more forgiving of shit you shouldn't be forgiving. You feel me? Get out there, don't it? You got this shit. The devil's in the details, warriors. That's why we share. That's why we try and keep it 100. And if y'all find it in your heart of hearts, look, help a brother out, will you? Subscribe. Let me be that voice of reason. If you're wondering, I wonder if this helps. Send it. Every one of you matter. Now get out there, live in your truth, live authentically. And unapologetically. No do-overs. No projects. And damn sure no potential. Been an honor taking these badass walks on the beach, warriors. Thanks for your support. Genuinely. Oh, and thanks for visiting y'all the Chico Amazon wish list. that's wish list for me. But look, if one of y'all can hook a brother up with a printer, there's a printer on there, and you don't even have to use ink. And a brother hooked me up with enough paper to last me for at least 3 fucking years. And I can use that paper through that printer. I'll be so stoked. That'd be so like the bomb. But anyway, y'all, thanks. Appreciate it. It's never goodbye. It's always till next time. Namaste.
Jesse, what are you doing today?
We're gonna skydive today.
We're gonna
leap of faith.
Leap of faith. Hey, that's what this is.
Doing it for the tribe, the warrior tribe.
Do you know how high we're going? Did they tell you?
14,500.
Close. 14,500 feet. Yep. And then we're gonna be falling at
a high rate of speed.
Very fast. We're gonna be falling very fast. We're gonna be falling at 120 miles an hour. Sweet. Have you ever gone that fast before?
No, I have not.
Okay, are you ready to go that fast?
I'm ready.
Okay.
We're gonna do it today. You got my back.
Yep. Oh, I'm gonna get your face, but your TI will have your back.
All right.
What made you want to skydive? What brought you here today?
Facing fear.
Yeah? Are you afraid of heights?
Facing fear, head on. No.
No.
I'm afraid of not trying new opportunities.
There you go.
I'm afraid of living in the woulda, shoulda, coulda, and I'm not gonna do it. Lead and live by example.
There you go. You heard it here first from Jesse. All right, you ready to go?
Yeah.
Let's go.
Let's do it.
Woo!
close till I get up. Time is barely on our side. I don't wanna waste what's left. The storms we chase are leading us, and love is all we'll ever trust. Yeah, no, I don't wanna waste what's left. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through